can see, the title of the video is Looksmaxxing Masterclass. So I'm going to go through exactly how I Looksmaxx step by step. Now, I've seen a few people make this video, but they had like faceless channels. And I was like, why would you tell someone how to Looksmaxx if you've never done it yourself, right? So my thing is, you got to practice what you preach. So if you've never Looksmaxx yourself, how can you tell someone else how to do it? Anyways, let's get right into it. So as you can see on this slideshow right here, going from the left to the right, that's probably like a, 10-year difference, 8-year difference, somewhere along those lines. Hold on. Slideshow. All right, so somewhere along those lines. This is like when I'm 19, and then this is what, 27. So 8 years in between. So let's get right into it. The first thing, most important part, is going to be getting your physique right, guys, because when you're leaner, you're going to separate yourself from everybody else. So one of the most important things in this journey is to be lean. Make sure that you're eating healthy. And like I said, being lean and aesthetic is crucial to maximizing, your physique, your look. And it's probably one of the most important parts of Looksmaxxing. And I've seen people talk about body game, and yeah, it's super important, because best believe it, I know you guys on social media see a lot of fit people, but in real life, there is not a lot of fit people. Like, it's when I go to the gym, most gyms I go to, I've been to different gyms all over the United States, and usually I'm one of the leanest people there, if not the leanest person there. 60% of American men are overweight or obese, and that doesn't even include the people who are like super skinny or skinny fat, right? So I was ectomorph, super skinny beginner. So I ended up bulking and cutting 3 times. And then my last cut was when I gained a lot of unwanted fat during COVID. But I did want to say that the first step is going to be, if you're like skinny fat right now, you definitely want to make sure that you cut down on the fat and then go into a lean bulk so you can actually gain some muscle, because you're going to need some muscle mass, of course. Because if you cut down and you have no muscle mass, then you're just going to look skinny, obviously. But once you build some muscle mass and you cut down and you look lean and aesthetic, that's what's really going to maximize your look. And of course, the good thing about body maxing is, of course, your confidence is going to increase, because your look is going to increase. You're going to look more like a celebrity, superstar, NFL player, basketball player, whatever your look is that you're going for. But another thing with that is, it'll literally make you look good in anything. Like, you can literally wear a $10 Target shirt and, it looks like you're wearing an expensive shirt just because you're in shape. And the main thing to focus on when it comes to body maxing, let me go back, is going to be your shoulder to waist ratio. So getting your waist as small as possible is going to make your shoulders look bigger. It's going to make your chest look bigger, all of that. All right. Next thing is, nutrition has to be on point, because listen, guys, you are not, and I mean you are not you're not going to lose any fat, and you're not going to gain any muscle without proper nutrition. If your protein's not high enough, if you're not in a caloric surplus, you're not going to gain muscle. Every time I did a bulk, I was in a calorie surplus. Every time I did a cut, obviously I was in a caloric deficit. Now, my exact numbers and everything like that, I'll make another video on that. So right after this video, that video will be released this Saturday. If you're watching this on Friday, then it's going to be the day after. Another thing you want to make sure you do is drink a gallon of water a day. Practice what you preach, like I say. Let me drink water right now. And then get 6 to 8 hours of sleep. It's important for recovery, for stress relief, for cortisol to not be too high, so you'll actually be losing fat. And then sleep is important for testosterone levels as well. And like I said, while I'm bulking, I was in the caloric surplus. When I was cutting, I was in the deficit. And then eating good 70% of the time. I know a lot of us are like, if you eat good 70% of the time, you'll be fine. If you're at your goal, yes, you can eat good like 80% of the time and you'll be fine. You'll maintain your goal. But most of us are not at our goal. So if you're aiming to eat good 70% of the time, chances are you're only eating good 50% of the time, right? You got to be really serious and focus on executing every single day, day in and day out. If you've had a long period of time where you've been eating unhealthy, you need to follow that with a long period of time of eating healthy and being in a deficit, right? That's the only way to balance it out. You can't eat good 70% of the time and expect 100% of the results. It makes no sense. Nutrition is very sensitive compared to actually working out. All right, so grooming. A lot of you guys are black pillars and you think that, looking good is like 100% genetic, when in reality, it's not. As you can see on the left, I literally had no hairline right here. It's actually kind of crazy. And I used to get roasted every single first period. I literally used to get cooked in class, guys. Like, I got cooked by everybody. And in high school, I don't even think I went to prom. I didn't even go to prom. I couldn't get a prom date or anything. So this is how it was on the left. This is how it started off, right? Now, I don't think you guys understand, with the professional haircut, right? With the professional haircut and some groomed eyebrows, and like you clean up your face and make sure that your skin's clear, all of those things, it's really going to take you to the next level. Like, when you go in for a job interview, guarantee you're getting it. Like, every time I went in for a job interview before I started getting haircuts. Obviously, it wasn't as good as after I started getting haircuts, and I actually took care of myself. And I Looksmaxx, it was like I got every single job that I wanted to. So if I walked into an interview, I look more clean cut than anybody. I look well put together. I'm pretty much getting any job, right? So if you're a black man, I know there's not a lot of these videos for black men. If you're a black man, you're going to get a haircut. Do a mid taper, low taper, or high taper. All those things are going to look the best. I know someone on YouTube was talking about get dreads or whatever. I go for clean cut. That's just me. All right. So my exact haircut is a high taper fade with the 1.5 on top, as you can see right here. And go weekly or bi-weekly. Listen, a lot of people usually don't look well groomed, and that's one of the biggest things about Looksmaxx is just looking well put together. You don't have to have like perfect hairline, perfect body, perfect dressing style. You don't have to be like 6'10" or anything like that. You literally just gotta be well put together and be your best self and look like you actually care and have some pride in how you look. That's one of the biggest things. So yeah, when you have a clean cut, like you're gonna get approached in public. Like people are gonna approach you at the gym, and people are gonna respect you more. They're definitely gonna respect you more, and of course, women will be more attracted to you. All right, next, nice teeth. Teeth is super important, guys. Look at this picture on the left. Like my teeth were spaced out. They were yellow, right? And yeah, obviously that's not as attractive, or it doesn't look as well put together as nice straight white teeth, guys. So you don't have to get veneers. I know a lot of you guys think like, oh yeah, you have to get veneers, or you have to do this, or you have to do that. In reality, you can literally do braces, or you can do Invisalign, or what I did personally, I did Smile Direct, RP Smile Direct. They don't exist anymore, so you'd have to do Bite or Invisalign, or you can go to your orthodontist and they'll give you like a retainer or whatever. And then also you want to make sure that you're whitening your teeth. You can use Listerine. You can use the, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's like the infrared like whitening strips as well, because that helps a lot. And yeah, man, if you have a nice smile, bro, it's literally a conversation starter. Like you can just be walking around smiling, or at like a restaurant and you're smiling, someone will come up to you and be like, oh, you have a nice smile. Like I'm not even kidding. Like that's happened to me a lot of times. And then it also makes you look more healthy and successful, because obviously straight white teeth is a sign of good health, right? And then every time at work, so I remember during COVID, let me tell you guys a quick story. So I remember during COVID, we had to wear masks, right? The only time we could take off our mask was like when we were in the break room. So I remember I went like probably my first 3 months on a contract on a travel assignment. I always had a mask on, and then the charge nurse was like, take off your mask. I don't see what you look like underneath the mask, right? Kind of like if you guys watch Naruto, kind of like Kakashi, that one filler episode when he wouldn't take off his mask and they wouldn't know what it looked like. So I took off a mask, and then she was like, "Whoa, are those veneers?" Because my teeth were like white and straight, because I take care of them. I was like, "No, they're not veneers." But like you'll get a lot of people asking you if you have veneers. All right, next, to beard or not to beard, guys. So I know you don't have to have a beard, but me personally, I think the beard, like it works with me. It doesn't work with everybody, but um, even if you don't have a beard, like you saw in the beginning, let me go back. Like even if you don't got a beard, like right here, as long as it's well groomed, you got the goatee, then you're good, right? But anyways, let me show you exactly how I groom my beard. I use minoxidil twice a day with some castor oil as well. Twice a day for literally 2 years straight. Like you got to be consistent. And BID is twice a day. I don't know why that's an L. It looks like an L, but it's BID. That just means twice a day. So on the left, you can see this is where I started. Probably had 20 chin hairs, bro. And when I went to the barber, they never had to cut this because there was nothing there, right? And then this is when I started using it. This is probably like 4 months in, and then this is like 1 year in. You can see it looks kind of horrible still. And then this is now. So as you can see, that's a lot of growth from here to here. And before this, I didn't even know if I could even grow a beard. So it's totally up to you. Like whether you have a beard or not, whether you have, I know some people, like I said, some people were talking about looks maxing with dreads, whether you have dreads or not, if you just look clean cut and well put together, you'll be good. Like if you don't have a beard, but it's clean cut, like this even looks kind of creepy. This is like 5 years ago. This looks kind of creepy. Let me show you like the last time I got this looks more clean, right? It looks more clean cut, more well put together. So that's the goal, just being clean cut and well put together. That's pretty much what looks maxing means. Looks maxing is a term made up by Gen Z. Millennials just called it glowing up and just self improvement, to be honest. All right. So next is going to be boosting your test naturally. So increased test obviously has a lot of benefits. You're going to have more ambition, more drive. You're not going to feel as sluggish and lazy when you get up in the morning. You're going to have more purpose, more ambition. You're going to have a stronger jawline, increased sleep, more aura, literally, because you're going to have more confidence, obviously. So The best way to do this is to make sure you're lifting weights 4 to 5 times a week consistently. This is some of our problem. We do not lift weights consistently. You got to be consistent in the gym. You can't just do one day. You can't just do 2 days. You can't do 3 days. You got to make progress in the gym too. I see a lot of people have been in the gym for 2 years, right? They're the same size, and they're squatting the same thing. They're benching the same thing, and their lat pull downs is the same thing. And they wonder why they can't gain muscles, because they're not gaining strength. They're not making progress because they're not consistent. Nothing happens without consistency, guys. Get 7 to 9 hours of sleep, 6 to 8, somewhere in that range. Eat more eggs, eat more red meat, eat more chicken, eat more protein, more butter, get some more sunlight. All those things are super important. And of course, stay away from fast food, candy, and chocolate. All that's going to make you feel sluggish, and it's going to add unnecessary fat, which is going to make you feel even more sluggish. And then you're going to have, more of an estrogen-y look. That'll increase your estrogen if you eat like this, right? Don't drink alcohol and don't fap constantly. Listen, I know people are like no fap, never fap type stuff, but if you fap every once in a while, you'll be fine. You could do, you know what I'm saying? Like, as long as it's not like 5 times a day and it's draining your energy and affecting your productivity, right? And then use these supplements on the right here. These are pretty effective. And then of course, protein. I use protein. I use pre-workout as well. Obviously, a good nutrition, good sleep, and then good consistency in the gym is going to be the best supplements for your goals. All right. Next, just very basic like dressing. So I don't know that much about fashion. Like, a lot of this was just sent to me by different Instagram companies. And this was like a photo shoot I did in New York. But like I said earlier in the first slide, once you get into great shape and you're clean cut and you got nice teeth, you're pretty much going to look good in most things. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, like I said, you can literally go on a date and wear a black V-neck from Target. That's like, what is it, $8? Wear some $20 jeans. But since you're in shape, you're going to look better than, some fat dude who's wearing like all Gucci, right? So I pretty much shop at Target, Ross, H&M, Forever 21, simple things like that. Like I said, these are from some Instagram companies. As you can see, since I'm fit, this fits pretty good. You can see the V-taper, and then you can see the V-taper, and everything just looks clean. As long as you got a clean cut, like I said, everything's going to look good. All right. Oh yeah, and a story I wanted to say, like, I did go with my best friend went to Longhorn or whatever, right? And like I said, I was just wearing it was from JCPenney, like a $15 long sleeve shirt. But since like my shoulder to waist ratio was hitting, because my waist is like 29, and then my shoulders were pretty big because we hit shoulders that day. Like, everybody was just like staring, and then everyone was more respectful. But like, literally, like, all the ladies in there were staring at us because we're the only fit dudes in there. Everyone else, like their husbands and stuff like that, had like the beer belly. So yeah, guys, make sure that you're, doing everything I said in this. So then by the time you do like put on some clothes, you're going to look clean. All right. All right. To wrap it up, how you can look max as well: build muscle and then get lean, like I said. So high protein, nutrition is super important. Do not neglect nutrition. Most people do. Make progress in the gym, progressively overload. Get professional haircuts, find your look. If you're someone who's like bald or something like that, then maybe you should grow a beard and line it up or something like that, right? If you feel like your hairline's not that good, look into enhancements or look into a different hairstyle. Just find your look, and experiment for sure. Another thing, take care of your teeth. A lot of people do not even brush their teeth, which is crazy. And like I said, use Listerine. There's whitening Listerine. There's different whitening tools, things like that. And another thing is, like I said, boost your testosterone naturally. Take those supplements I told you to. Work out. Very simple. Now, in the bio, it's going to be a free push-pull leg program. It's what I've been using. I do switch it up a little bit now. I've added in like different workouts a little bit because I like to incorporate more calisthenics. But if you're just a beginner or intermediate, then this program is going to be perfect for you. So it's going to be in the bio in the description box. So you can download it. It's going to be a PDF. And then you can join my email list as well. I will be sending newsletters weekly starting next week. And then as you can see right here, like the increased confidence in all of my clients over here, like you can see right here, she's smiling. He has more confidence. He has more confidence because, listen, getting your physique together is one of the most important parts of self-improvement / looksmaxxing / glowing up, and it tremendously helps with confidence. Hope this video helps. If you guys like this, I will make a part 2 because there's a few other things I did want to address, but this video ended up running too long. Hope you enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe.